Flames ripped through a Columbia strip mall overnight, shutting down a major intersection for much of the day. Now several businesses are picking up the pieces, and the building has now come down. This is a live look. You're about to see a live look at what's left on the Loop 70 Plaza, the business loop in Columbia. Tonight, the Columbia Fire Department is calling it the worst fire that they've seen in years. Thanks for joining us tonight. The business loop at Business Loop 70 and Garth Avenue has reopened, and most of the fire crews are gone at this hour. We find ABC 17's Evan Millward live at the scene where he's been since early this morning. And Evan, tonight investigators say they may never know the cause, right?
Well, yeah, Christy, this pile of rubble is the only thing left standing of what once was O'Reilly's Auto Parts, a Dollar General, and 3 other businesses tonight. But it's this destruction that investigators say is going to make it nearly impossible to pinpoint a cause. But they do say at this point it is not a suspicious fire. One thing they do know is how this fire spread this morning. It started the north end of the building at O'Reilly's and then went up into a common attic the entire building shared and went south into Dollar General fast. The calls started rolling in just before 5 this morning.
See a whole bunch of smoke coming up and start to smell all the oil type stuff burning everything.
Adam Beston was visiting friends who live behind Loop 70 Plaza. They woke up as 11 fire units and nearly 40 firefighters arrived on the scene and called out a second alarm.
It was just everything was smoking incessantly, and they were having a lot of water on it, but it didn't seem to really be having any effect.
That smoke slowed traffic on the business loop until police shut down the road, but it kept going across I-70.
The wind couldn't quite make up its mind which direction to come out of.
That wasn't the only problem for responders. High temperatures and explosive products inside the building,
As we did have projectiles coming across Business Loop 70.
made the fight more like a juggling act. Columbia Fire tells me no one was hurt. But the damage estimates are coming in around $7 million, a total loss.
Much of the building was ready to collapse, and so we wanted to try to make the building a little bit safer.
Hundreds of spectators say they will feel that loss.
I was in shock, really in shock.
Carrie says she just visited the Dollar General store and knows people who do most of their shopping there because it's so close.
I honestly didn't think it would look this bad.
So we got to talk to the O'Reilly's manager this morning. He tells me he's going to do everything he can to find jobs at the other locations here in Columbia for the 40 employees that worked here on the business loop. Now, something interesting, this location was actually scheduled to move in just a month or so, just down the road. That may actually happen faster now because they are out of a home. But this morning, the manager was very concerned because this location actually serviced nearly 30 other stores in the region. Christy.
All right, thanks, Evan, and we will continue to follow the developing story there.